Gaza and no country without Gaza. And we start the reconciliations and we will continue. There are barriers, there are difficulties. 10 years it's been passed. There should be many things that need to be solved, but we are determined because this is in our national benefits. That should be and will have our states, our country unified, also our nation, and people are unified. We will determine on reconciliations and we will continue. Mr. President, my big questions for this new challenge that is targeting our Al-Quds, what are we and you are doing? What we are going to do? And what is the history going to register of the resolutions? And what are the stands that we are going to take into considerations on the level of the summit and on the level of the bilateral with the United States and Israel in response to this repressive injustice, aggressions, and on our people and our history and our land? We gathered in our resolutions and our meetings that Al-Quds, it is a red line. How we can translate the red line? How never can transfer to green line or yellow line? The Al-Quds is red line. It's the Al-Ula Qiblatain and the second of mosques and the Thalith al-Haramain. And it's the holy cities of God. It's a night of Isra al-Miraj. Where? Is it in Tel Aviv? Is it in Washington? It's in Al-Quds. Al-Quds. It's inside Al-Quds, this holy city. We have to protect it, and this red line should continue red, so red, and no one can do anything, only us, the Muslims and Christians, and all the Christians are in front of us, and the Christians love Palestine just like us, because each their holy places it's there. It's the Church of Al-Qiyamah and Al-Mahd. Billions of Christians, they have no place except that place, except Al-Quds. And we and them, the Christians, are in one spot. The Arab peace process that we are ratified and respect and consider it, it's one of the great initiatives, important initiatives that's been taken to consideration to resolve the Palestinian issue, and it's been adopted with Arabs and Muslims and many other countries. It's not Arab, it's an Islamic agreement. It's been adopted by many summits in Turkey, in Tehran, in Sudan, in Pakistan, been adopted by everyone. And it's called for us to have a solutions of Palestinian issue without having any relations with Israel, but this doesn't mean that will stop visiting Al-Quds. We are not looking for executions. Formalizing relations is something, and supporting of Al-Quds people are something different. We don't want Al-Quds as a management. We want a holy buildings with people in it, with their own families. We have to support them, and we have to stand beside them and visit them. And we are always say that visiting the prisoner, it's not like the person who is guarding the prison. You are visiting the son of Al-Quds. You are not visiting Israel. We have to distinguish between this and that. And at the end, we have to pay attention to Al-Quds city. We have to bear that in mind. And in this frame, we are asking you and thank you and appreciate everything that you have done to give whatever you have to Palestine under the support is the youth forum in last July that Al-Quds is the capital of the Islamic youth in 2018. You are the one who decided Al-Quds to be the capital of the Islamic youth, who are will celebrate inside Al-Quds and consider it as the Islamic youth capital. Is it the Al-Quds people only or their brothers? This question is for everybody. This is not a formulating relations. This is not the relations agreement. The issue is asking everyone to take into consideration and take into account and their positions and stance toward the American resolutions which is violating the international law and targeting everyone and not only the Palestinian people. And in this trend, we are asking your summit to take a group of decisive resolutions to support this issue as follows. First, you have to specify the relations of member states of the OIC and the international countries in the light of their response and reactions toward the issue of Al-Quds, and specifically from this American step. Maybe someone get some pressure to get under pressure to move their ambassador or capital. What are we going to do with those? If one or two countries, it will continue as a chain. Happened in the 80s. In 476, and ask some countries to move their capitals from Al-Quds to Tel Aviv, the Security Council, that the United States is a member in it. The Security Council that is controlled by the United States. One time like this and the other time differently. Second, it's impossible to continue dealing with Israel. It's like nothing has happened. We have to take political and economical procedures toward Israel by everyone to push them to obey to the will of the international society to stop the occupation of Palestine with the eastern side capital of Al-Quds of Palestine. And also there is international humanity law and the United Nations delegations and Mr. Benz, they are trying to eliminate the Article number 7 of a human right. Therefore, we would like to say this should stop. We are, when Israel to shut the doors of Al-Aqsa, we stand against them. Maybe they can do or might do many procedures. In Europe, they took a decisions that the productions of the anything come from Israel, it's not accepted. So European countries, they consider its illegitimacy. And they said how we can deal with it. Such procedures can take into considerations with the Israeli side. Before a few months, we stopped the security coordinations with them. And when the United States declared to close our office in Washington, We informed everyone we are not gonna deal with American Al-Quds. All the Palestinians, they don't deal with them. No one is speaking with them. There should be some procedures. They should feel that everything is not easy and not that acceptable. Everything has a price, and we be able to let them pay the price. The whole world are looking to their profits, to their interests, economically and in general. Each one who are looking for it take into consideration the whole issue before taking a decision. 3, we ask in the whole world to take into consideration the recognition of Israel as long as they are violating the international law since their creation until today. There is no resolutions. It's been implemented. Even when they told them that we are not going to recognize you in the United Nations unless you have to apply the resolutions 184 and 181. They said, yes, we will apply. They recognize it, but they never applied. He made fun of everyone. They disrespect the whole world, but they support by whom? 4, to direct a bunch of resolutions to the Security Council in order to stop and eliminate all the resolutions toward Al-Quds according to the Article 27/3 band the 6. This is the article saying that if you are prosecuting any country in the Security Council or the General Assembly, this country, they have no right to vote. And before a week, 14 countries, they were against the United States. So United States, if they took such a resolution, they cannot, United States cannot